Coucou, je suis Amélie. Thank you so much for joining me on my channel. Now, I would describe myself as definitely somewhat of a movie buff. I love deep diving into movies' actors, actresses, learning more about their characters, other films they've done, and just the overall deep dive into it in general is so interesting to me. So today I wanted to go over some of my favorite French actresses, the films they're in, and discuss a little about their characters. Now, one of my favorite French actresses, her name is Léa Seydoux. She's been in many blockbuster movies, including some independent movies. One of my favorites of her is Blue is the Warmest Color. And she is also sort of a background character in a lot of movies. So she is one of James Bond's lovers in the new James Bond films. She is also a secret spy agent in Mission Impossible, I think it's 4, when they jump off the tower in Dubai. And she's also in one of my favorite independent films called The Lobster. It's this really creepy film where people get turned into animals if they don't pass a certain level of humanity. So that's one of my favorite French actresses. Another that I would love to describe is Marion Cotillard. Marion Cotillard is also starring in several blockbuster films, including independents. One of my favorite films that she's in is Midnight in Paris with Owen Wilson. They have a really great musical song called Si tu vois ma mère. It's all instrumental, but it's one of my favorite jazzy French songs. In the movie, she portrays a artist from the 1920s when he goes back in time at midnight in Paris. And so she's really incredible in that one. She also plays maybe his lover, so we'll see. Finally, one of my last favorite French actresses, her name is Audrey Tautou. She is in mainly French movies, but we do see her in 1 or 2 English roles. Now, Audrey Tautou is in one of my favorite movies called Amélie Poulain. So she is really incredible in that one. One of my favorite lines from that movie is Sans toi, les émotions d'aujourd'hui ne seraient que de la peau morte des émotions d'autrefois. So I'm not going to say what that means, you'll have to figure it out, but it's very romantic, very lovely. Audrey Tautou also plays in a great movie where she's a serial dater. She only goes for rich guys, but some guy who doesn't really have a lot of money tries to seduce her, make her fall in love with him, and it's just a really cute, funny movie. It's really gorgeous, and they have some great sayings in that movie, some French colloquialisms that you don't hear every day, like "Fous-moi la paix," and I will also not translate that either. All right, well, that's it for my favorite French actresses. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Bye!